The Adventures of K-laaa and d-vid. So, our story starts off in Newcastle, in California, I think. In a red house. A house of the main female protagonist, K-laaa. Young girl, quite short, very spontaneous, enjoys not sleeping and being completely insane. And K-laaa has quite an odd random friend, as we've already encountered, d-vid. And they actually have a band. But this is no ordinary band, as you could have already guessed. They do gigs in the middle of the ocean, with K-laaa rocking out on the bass guitar, d-vid playing whatever he can grab his hands on, ranging from a piano to a guitar to a microphone, but nobody wants to hear that. The band itself is called YDG, which d-vid later found out actually stands for You Dig. But obviously, doing a gig in the middle of the ocean, it's a bit hard to find fans. So that's where the little red octopi come in. They sit there, they listen to the music, they enjoy it, and then they float off again, because they're sick of listening to my stupid voice. So, after the end of the latest gig, where they released their new song, Spontaneity, the young pair decided to go on an adventure, and they flew to Pluto. They went to go and keep him company with some of their awesome tunes, but unfortunately the reason Pluto doesn't have much company is because he spends a lot of time asleep. And unfortunately d-vid and K-laaa woke Pluto up. And suffice to say, Pluto wasn't happy. So they went flying in search of a new planet, somewhere where, they could enjoy and relax. And that's where they found Steve, the new planet, also known as ASDF GHJKL, named completely randomly, of course. But most interestingly enough about Steve was this green top hat, which towered amongst the trees right next to a small red post box. And round the back of the top hat lay a box, an odd brown box with a question mark upon it, very similar to that may have been seen in some sort of video game, maybe. And K-laaa, being the headstrong lass she is, decided to punch the box, as you do. And out of the box came this, a small red and white Pokeball. Now, of course, K-laaa, being the game fanatic she is, knew exactly what it was, whereas d-vid was a little bit more cautious. Decided to force K-laaa not to open it until she got back to Earth, just because, well, if there was a Pokemon in it, we didn't particularly want it to die in this new planet. So, of course, we went back, travelling through space, protected by K-laa's magic, and we got back to the little red and purple house. and K-laaa just decided she couldn't take it anymore. So she opened the Pokeball, only to find a giant Snorlax. Suffice to say, there's definitely someone doing a lot more sleeping at K-laa's. And K-laaa just isn't going to have as much food as she did.